there's a lot of echoing. Thank you. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay, so, and remember that our class 1 consists of 2 days. So you need to attend both the 19th and 20th to be fully activated, whereas class 2 will only consist of 1 day. So that will be on the 18th of December. Okay, so now on to our live stream. Okay, so we'll welcome Mrs. Thuy to our screen. Hello, Mr. Lee. Hello to our lovely host. Hello to our NLG family. My name is Thuy. I'd like to send you love and peace on this live stream. I'd like to say that I am so grateful for Mr. Lee and for his kind heart, for sharing the news and information and knowledge about NLG so that everyone around the world can be benefited from it. And he has been working day and night so that people like us who suffer from diseases and illnesses to be benefit, to be so that we can improve our health and to receive loving energy from him. So can you share a little bit about how you started with NLG? So I know NLG from a friend from high school, and I got a phone call from this friend who said, I know about this amazing program, and so you should try it out because it really helps you to improve and transform your health. And so I asked for more details about what this is because I have no idea what this is about. And so my friend sent me a link to NLG program. And so I watch it and I look deeper into what it is. And then I realized that, okay, so I have a chance to transform my health and my life. And so I decided to put effort into studying it. And I put aside some time to watch the live stream and to receive energy from Mr. Lee. So from the end of August until now, so roughly 3 months now, I am delighted that there has been a lot of benefits to me and to my daily life. I feel like my life is now more meaningful because I have learned to show love and to express love. Because previously I have I suffer from a lot of disorders and conditions, and so I just don't even have the energy to show love. But now I am able to regulate myself and particularly my emotions. And just like Mr. Lee said, you know, to go back to that +1 -1 frequency, able to regulate our emotions within us and also the people around you. For example, my amazing experience to heal, you know, wounds and, you know, issues with my son. And I was able to apply the persuasion technique as well. And recently I have a really amazing experience in healing my relationship with my grandchildren, because I have this habit of giving advice, perhaps too many. And so, you know, between me and my granddaughter, she doesn't like to talk to me at all, perhaps because I give too many advice. She prefers to, you know, watch Facebook and play video games and things like that. But recently, I use the persuasion technique, the formula, and for for a really long time, she all of a sudden come and like to talk to me, to communicate with me. And so thanks to NLG, I was able to improve the relationship between me and my family members. And in terms of health, in terms of my health, after 3 months of practicing, I see great improvements. Previously, I was diagnosed with a few joints, bones and joints conditions, and it's particularly really I have really sensitive reaction, particularly when the weather changes. Previously, I was on medication, which has a lot of side effect. But now I actually don't have to use my medication because my condition it's not as bad. It has improved greatly. And so I don't need to use those medications anymore, meaning no side effects. In November, I go to hospital and get a diagnosis, which previously I have cyst within my body, and also some conditions and disorders in my kidney as well, and also in my blood. But recently I go to get a health check and I improve greatly. I also have hepatitis B for about 20 years now. And during my treatment, it just got worse and worse every time I go to get a checkup, and I am always really depressed about, I could be dead at any time. And so I adjust my diet, my treatment. But after doing NLG, I was really surprised that, it's just, there's no results for that anymore. And so it has improved greatly. And also I suffer from asthma, but now I find it a lot easier to breathe. And so just after 3 months of practicing NLG, I got these really surprising results. And so for sure, I will continue to practice NLG and to correctly apply the formulas. I hope that next time when you're in our live stream, that your asthma will disappear. Yeah, so I have asthma from, when I was like 3. And so it's something that has been with me my whole life. So it'd be great if it just, one day disappear. So from your really amazing results of practicing NLG, have you talked about NLG with other people? Absolutely. I have this habit of, sharing to people about NLG because of the really amazing results that I've got. I encourage the people that I know to take some time to look into NLG, what it really is and how it can benefit them. Because for someone like me who suffer from a lot of different illnesses, I have to use a lot of medication, which is not pleasant at all. Sorry, the guests have some technical issue there. Yeah, so I don't actually like using these medication because there's a lot of side effects. So let's say, some of them give me cramps, and that just happened, and that creates a lot of discomfort in my daily life. So I don't like it. But now I no longer have to take those medication. Yeah, so a lot of people who practice NLG often talks about just their experience with NLG. But a lot of people also have questioned, the fact that why don't we share the information about NLG with other people? Yeah, so I actually am very delighted. I am more energetic than ever after doing NLG. So I am actually someone who do research on human potentials programs. I think that a lot of people like to be healthy, like to be, intelligent, and to do good things, etc. And so we need to regulate ourselves accordingly. And so that's like NLG. If you want benefits, then you have to regulate yourselves. But even so, why is that our results are different? Some are benefited while others have very little effect at all. And so I think this is to do with personal attributes, the differences in personal attributes, and in terms of the level of senses within our body. So for a lot of people like myself, for example, I have these great difficulties in regulating my emotions. So, I have to try harder, basically, to remain into that +1 -1 frequency. And so what I do for myself is that I always early to these live stream, to these daily live stream, so that I can calm myself down. I don't just go in when Mr. Lee, send the energy. I come in prior to that to calm myself down. So make sure that my emotion is stabilized before receiving energy. And also, my memory is not very good. So in order for me to apply these formulas correctly, I revise them on a daily basis. So to transmit the energy to the correct part of my body, I put a lot of effort and a lot of revision into it. So I guess in our practice of NLG, we need to realize our potential, our strengths, but also our weaknesses. And so I built a set of discipline for myself in order for me to precisely and effectively practice NLG. And I also have a goal for myself. Let's say I have a goal for 3 months to regulate myself in specific ways. And then I'll see if the results improve. I'll see what the outcomes are like, and then decide to whether to continue because it's effective, or whether I should go with other things if I just can't regulate myself. But now for sure, I will continue because I can already see the improvements. So with the +1 - 1 frequency, I think it's about remaining calm, remaining comfortable, remain authentic to ourselves. So, that means that we need to we need to worry less and, love ourselves, love nature. Don't plan to do anything bad to other people. And in addition, I think we need to be accurate in, remaining authentic to the formulas. Because I think a lot of people come in with creativity, right? We like to invent. And so I think that's the common things for us Vietnamese people. And so it actually took me 20 days to just stick to the original sets of formulas, to not invent anything in extra. I know that you're one of the first people to bring biometrics into work in Vietnam in your program. And so can you talk a little bit about what you do, about your research and what you do? So with 15 years of researching about humans, right, us humans, on topics like career counseling, about human resources, etc. So basically a lot of things about us as human. I'm very amazed with the research by American program about Vietnamese. We know that Vietnamese are absolutely very intelligent, but physically, we're not very strong. A lot of us suffer from allergy. We are very sensitive to a lot of external factors around us. So a lot of skin conditions, a lot of lungs conditions, and then also in our DNA, in our genes, we are more prone to others' disorders as well. So a lot of joints and bones conditions because of our weather. And so I think for Mr. Lee to bring NLG to Vietnam, to improve the health for Vietnamese people in particular and for people all over the world, I think that would help to improve our physical health by so much. So that with our intelligence and then our improved health, physical health, we'll be able to contribute more to the world. I think we need to organize our time and our resources to study NLG. And I think it's amazing, when you reach class 3. And I'm a little bit embarrassed talking about this. I'm a little shy, but I think that my skin has become much better. I actually talked to my stem cells about the fact that I am too slim. And And so I like to put on a little bit more weight. And then I got it. I got what I wished for, meaning that it also improved my skin. My skin, looks healthier than before. Thank you so much for your sharing. Do you want to say anything to those who haven't done NLG at all? I think for those, anyone who wants to be healthier, to want to become more loving, for those who want to do good things for the world, please learn NLG. Because I think NLG creates harmony in our life, within our family, and also within ourselves. Energy helps to regulate our emotions. And if you love your country, please do NLG, because when you do NLG, you can become, more disciplined people for yourself, and also therefore contribute more to your country. And through NLG, when we become healthier, we'll have the energy to actually love the things around us. Like in my case previously, I was very sick. And so I couldn't even, it was hard enough for me to work within myself. So I just can't associate myself and interact myself with any other things around me. And so there's no love in that when I'm sick. So I suggest that if you want to show love to yourself, to your family, to your community, and to other beings, then please do NLG. Thank you so much for coming into our live stream today. So now we're moving on to the next part of our live stream with Mr. Lee. So we'll see you after this short break. Thank you for your story. Thank you. Okay, so now we will dive into our disclaimers video. So this is the NLG disclaimers video for you to understand more about what energy really is. Currently, with the evidence-based benefit from the NLG method demonstrated by thousands of testimonials who have tremendously improved their health by practicing NLG, we'd like to announce our message and disclaimers as follows. The NLG community of practitioners has been growing rapidly, covering 50 countries in the world. The NLG method has been taught in Vietnamese, English, and Spanish, and in the near future, it will be taught in other languages. NLG is not a political organization, neither it is a pyramid scheme company. In contrast, it is a practice-based science with the sole purpose of preventing illnesses and supporting the healing process, expanding morals and loving values in accordance with the cultural traditions of Vietnamese people and other peoples in the world. When some individual or organization announces that NLG is mobilizing forces to rebel against a political party, causing harm to national security, this is totally counterfactual and baseless. NLG is a non-profit organization with the sole purpose of bringing health benefits to the people. It totally does not pursue any economical or political goal. NLG does not collect any tuition, other than selling its book at $7 per piece at practitioners' buying intent. NLG encourages its practitioners to show their love for their country through their social and community responsibilities. Practicing NLG will help cut down crimes, especially violence, because it encourages its practitioners to practice their morality and love within their community. NLG is accompanying the world in its fight against the pandemic. Supporting government's solution encourages its practitioners to conform to the health and pandemic protocols announced by the Ministry of Health. While awaiting on further scientific researches and assessments by professionals on NLG's benefit for preventing diseases and healing illnesses, NLG suggests its practitioners to still consult their physician to have proper diagnosis relating to their health problems. Do understand that NLG is a healing support method and not an alternative to other medical treatment. When practitioners have not followed through or practiced the NLG method properly, or have lost their connection to the method, the expected healing results might not be as desirable. NLG is not a religion, neither it is a meeting ground for spiritual or ritual activities. NLG does not suggest or advise its practitioners to give up or join any religion. NLG's working principle, it's based on morality and the 5 forms of love. NLG works on open social media platform. Anyone can follow and join. NLG does not organize any other activities other than sharing knowledge and healing experiences by its practitioners and the patients. NLG does not intend to gather or cause social unrest because the nature of this method is the solitary practice at home by its practitioners to enhance the immune system. NLG encourages its practitioners to openly share this message to their community. NLG kindly requests the relating government agencies to conduct their own research, to have an assessment on the efficiency of preventing and supporting healing using this method, hence announcing their conclusion and advice to society in order to expand peace and love. Alrighty, so it's nearly time for us to receive energy from Mr. Lee. So now we will look at the instructional video in how to do that. Okay, so basically what you do is get yourself in a comfortable position, relax but conscious. And then you imagine the energy flowing from Mr. Lee's forehead into your forehead, and then just relax and let this energy absorb into your body. Okay, so thanks our IT team. I think it's time now. Let's welcome Mr. Lee. Hello, Mr. Lee. Hello everyone. So we only have a couple of seconds to receive energy. So we keep talking after this session, all right? So get yourself ready. All right, so we will start now. Okay, so our time is up, but it looks like Mr. Lee has some technical issues. That's fine. We'll wait for Mr. Lee to come back. All right, so in the meantime, I just like to remind you guys of our NLG Class 2 in English and French, as well as our NLG Class 1 in English, as I said at the start of our live stream. And something really important is that the time that I gave you, it's GMT +7 Vietnam time, okay? So it's really, really important. Do us a favor of kindly converting that into your own time zone and jot it down so that you don't miss it, okay? And all of the written announcement, my apology, this part is just the Vietnamese host talking about the Vietnamese program. So I will talk to you about the English, the international programs. Make sure to have a look at the written announcements on our Facebook page, so NLG Global Facebook page. And we also have it on our Telegram groups. Make sure that you join it. If you haven't, you can find the information on our Facebook page. And don't forget our hotlines for the US and Canada. And for those who live outside of those countries, feel free to get in touch with us by Facebook and our Telegram Q&A groups. And make sure to like and follow our Facebook page, because that way then you can receive the news feed, the news announcement from us. But if you don't like or follow, then you have to manually look for our Facebook page for the announcement. So make sure you go and like and follow our Facebook page. I think Mr. Lee has some technical issues from his end. So probably we'll wait for him for a few minutes. And while we wait, let's go back to our guest speaker today. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us, Mrs. Thuy? And you need to turn your mic on. Yeah, so I'd like to talk a little bit more about my own experience while practicing NLG. So there are, I know that there are 3 criteria for practice, so that we have to be precise. We have to practice it and we have to make it our daily practice. Okay, so Mr. Lee is here. Yeah, so I heard Mrs. Thuy sharing a lot of very valuable tips and tricks in practicing NLG from her own experience, so that everyone can listen to that. So I think it's really important to be determined in our practice, knowing that it operates on morality and 5 forms of love. And make sure to regulate yourself accordingly in order to receive full energy. And if you can regulate yourself, you have discipline yourself in your practice, then that will lead to rapid recovery. And I think that you already have a lot of research in different treatments. But I think in NLG, the energy frequency, it's really miraculous. I'm not saying that it's higher or it's more important than other technique. I'm not saying that, but in fact, I really like to use very humble words when talking about NLG. So, it's like when you're using your phone, you go from using 4G, which is already very good, right? Very fast, to using 5G, right? So faster data. And so that helps. So that just create a lot of convenience for you. So it's just like that. Yeah, so I also like to express my hope that I can support NLG in certain way. Probably I can join NLG in the organizing or the volunteering committee. Yep, and so I think that this is an ongoing program that the team has been working on in NLG now. We actually are working on a lot of different projects for NLG so that we can promote it, so that more people can know about it and more people can have a more precise understanding of what NLG is about. So I hope that we can promptly share our knowledge of NLG to people around the world. And I hope that soon our organizing committee will contact you. Okay, so now, are there any questions from our audience? Yeah, so I like to mention quickly that Mr. Lee, Mrs. Thuy, she shared with us that her body is seriously like a supermarket of different disorders and illnesses. She suffered from so many conditions, but the fact that her condition improved so greatly while others in the same situation just don't have the same effect, then does it mean that we haven't regulated ourselves according to the criteria from NLG? Yeah, so absolutely, absolutely. So, we can call it NLG, or, other people can call it with different names. But what it does really is that it stimulates our stem cells and the cells in our brain. So it's a technique that we use to upgrade our brain in order for us to become more intelligent and for us to know what to do, how we can lead our life in a more effective way. Hence, it leads to a healthier lifestyle so that we can benefit ourselves, we can benefit our family and our community, and also our country. So, every day while you practice NLG and getting the energy, it's actually like when you go to the chemist to get some vitamins or, substances. So instead of buying those, you can use this energy to assist you as a supporting technique. And, there has been a lot of research on our stem cells and its roles and how it can assist us. But the ways in which we can harness its true benefits, I don't think that a lot of researchers have touched on that. But in NLG, we share the knowledge about this. And so I don't think this sort of information has been shared in our time of humanity. I think this is for the first time we get access to this sort of information and this technique. And I think that the Vietnamese community are a very loving community. And so that's why I want to start with it, so that we can spread the love worldwide. And so just like our guest speaker has shared, she regulates herself to better her health. And so, you know, it's much better than, you know, taking vitamins and substances. It's not time consuming, it doesn't cost much, and yet we can still benefit ourselves. Okay, so are there any other question? Yep, so Mrs. Thuy was just sharing her experience of practicing NLG early on. So maybe just give her a few minutes to continue. Yep, so please turn your mic on. Can you hear me? Okay. So yeah, previously I said that while practicing NLG, we need to be precise, we need to be adequate, and we need to make it a habit, a daily habit. I think we need to be very determined in what we do, and be patient and persist with our practice. I think our psychological states are very important in this case. We need to set goals for ourselves and follow those goals, and also share this with other people. Okay, so I think that's it for today's live stream. So thank you everyone for joining us today. Thanks for everyone all around the world watching this live stream. Thank you for our guest speakers, and I will see you in our next live stream together. Okay, so thank you everyone. So that's it for our live stream today. What an amazing story by Mrs. Thuy. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I do. So just a reminder about our class 2 in English and French, and also our class 1 in English, the upcoming classes. Come and join us on the day. Yeah, until we see each other, I think that's all I have to say in terms of announcement. And so enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy your weekend, and I will see you next week. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.